Hello people, in this video let us look at these nasal septal fractures called as Jargevay fracture and Chevalet fracture. Jargevay, sometimes they are writing as AWAY or sometimes they are writing AVAY. So away. Jargevay fracture, Chevalet fracture. These are fractures of what? Of the nasal septum. Okay. So basically look at this. There are two types of fractures. You need to know what they are. Jargevay type. Look at the fracture here. Jargevay fracture, and below you have this Chevalet fracture. Are you able to see Chevalet fracture? So Chevalet fracture is like this, right? So Jargevay and Chevalet. So let's read about these. So basically Jargevay fracture, let's look at this Jargevay fracture. Jargevay fracture of nasal septum. Basically if somebody punches from front, you can see that from front somebody punched, okay, or from side also if they punch, this fracture is possible, okay. And what about Chevalet fracture? Chevalet fracture, that is, what do you think? If somebody punches from which side do you think this will happen? So if people punch from below, okay, if punches from below, so it's kind of obvious here. If punches from below, then there is a Chevalet fracture. You can see here from spine to spine. This is okay. And Jargevay fractures from front somebody came and punched, or from side also they are saying. Then there is a Jargevay fracture. Okay, so let us look at fractures. So what are we looking at? Fractures of nasal septum. Okay, we are looking at what? Fractures of nasal septum. Okay. So trauma inflicted on the nose from the front, side or below can result in injuries to the nasal septum. The septum may buckle on itself, fracture vertically, horizontally, or it can get crushed to pieces as in a smashed nose. So what will be there? In a smashed nose, it will be crushed to pieces. Crushed to pieces. In a smashed nose. Okay. The fractured pieces of septum. So guys, now they're talking if it is fractured, the pieces of the septum, okay, they may overlap each other or they can project out of the mucous membrane. Okay. Now there are some other points they are talking about. Let's look at that here. So look at this diagram here. So you know that there are a lot of bones that make up the septum. There are cartilages that make up the septum, bones that make up the septum, right? So what and all are the parts of septum, everything you know, right? So we have the columellar septum, then you have the membranous septum, right? Columellar septum, membranous septum, and the septum proper. Septum proper is septum proper because it is covered with mucous membrane. However, these two are not, these are covered by skin if I'm not wrong, right? So basically this is septum proper. Now here you have the vomer bone, here you have the ethmoid bone, that is the perpendicular plate of ethmoid, and this is the septal cartilage. So what they are saying here is fracture of the septal cartilage or its dislocation from the vomerine groove, can result from trauma to the lower nose. Basically what they're saying is something is wrong in the septal cartilage, but the bones are all fine, okay. That is one possibility, okay. So basically whenever somebody punches you in the nose, there can be nosebleed, right? You should know that. What is that called as? Epistaxis. It is one word, epistaxis, okay. So there can be profuse epistaxis, okay. So if there is a mucosal tear, then only this will happen. But if mucosa is intact and there is inside, there can be septal hematoma. That means what they are saying is, let us say the mucosa is intact, then what will happen? There will be septal hematoma, right? So within itself, there will be collection of blood. So there will be septal hematoma. If there is mucosal tear, what will happen? There will be epistaxis, right? That is profuse nose bleeding, okay. So what will happen if there is septal hematoma? Let us look at that. So here they are saying if there is septal hematoma because of somebody punching you, if there is septal hematoma, the septum itself, the septal cartilage itself can get absorbed. And what will happen? That person, if septal cartilage itself is not there, then this person's nose will be like this. So it will be a saddle nose. Okay. Okay, so basically this is saddle nose deformity. So now why we came to this video? We came to this video to not just understand all this fractures of nasal septum. We actually came here to understand specific terminology, jar away fracture and chevalet fracture. Let's look at those now. Okay. Now let us look at jar away type. Jar away fracture of nasal septum results from blows from the front. They are only saying front then. Okay. From the front, somebody is punching this guy. Okay, it starts just above the anterior nasal spine and runs horizontally backward. So it is running horizontally backward. So this is more like horizontal and this one is more like vertical, right? So it starts from the anterior nasal spine. It runs horizontally backward just above the junction of septal cartilage with vomer. So this is the junction of septal cartilage with the vomer, right, in the blue. Let's put the septal cartilage with vomer in blue, right? So they are saying that the jar away fracture of nasal septum results from blows from front. It starts just above the anterior nasal spine and runs horizontally backwards just above the junction of septal cartilage with the vomer. Okay, so that is jar away fracture. Now let us come to chevalet fracture. Chevalet fracture, guys, has a V, so you can remember it's vertical. So somebody punches this guy from below, right? And what happens when he is punched from below? From the anterior nasal spine, a vertical fracture goes, right? So basically, chevalet fracture of septal cartilage results from blow from below. It runs vertically, okay, from the anterior nasal spine upwards to the junction of bony and cartilaginous dorsum of nose. So where is the bony and cartilaginous junction? So it runs where? Towards which side? It runs upwards to the junction of the bony and cartilaginous dorsum of nose. Okay. So that is chevalet fracture. So that's all, guys. If you have understood this much, it's more than enough. Let's just recap what we have seen. We wanted to specifically look at jar away fractures. This is jar away fractures, chevalet fractures. So basically we were talking about the nasal septum fractures. So you should know trauma will lead to this. So basically what and all can happen, the septal pieces can overlap each other, or the mucosa can tear. If the mucosa tears, there will be epistaxis. If the mucosa doesn't tear, then there will be septal hematoma that can lead to the absorption of the septal cartilage itself, that can lead to saddle nose. Then specific fractures of what we have seen are jar away fracture, which is more horizontal, though it doesn't look perfectly horizontal here. It is somewhat horizontal compared to the chevalet fracture. So you will have to draw this diagram if they ask in the exam. Chevalet fracture, draw vertical. Okay. From the anterior nasal spine, you have to start, remember. Okay. That's all, guys. Hopefully it is not a difficult thing. You have understood, right? So we have completed this fractures of nasal septum. Bye-bye.